Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Welcome people that are new and people that are already been here before. Welcome back. I'm glad to have you. This is going to be a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It won't be for every Gemini in the world, but it will be for a few. If it's yours, take heed. We know how Geminis are. I'm one of them. If not, kick it to the side and let somebody else have it. Of course, there's enough advice for everybody. Alrighty then. This is going to be for Gemini for October 2018. What does Spirit want Gemini to know? What does Gemini need to know? What do we need to know for October 2018? If you like and subscribe, share and comment, that would be lovely also. I forget to say that all the time. I try not to. We'll see if we can get started here for Gemini, October 2018. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to hear? What do we need to be aware of? What's going on in October in our lives for Gemini? And we have dropped a card or two. Well, that's good enough. We've been dropping 2 cards the last few readings here. Don't know what's going on, but we drop them and pick them up. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and see what we need to see. First, I need to be able to get a card off of here. There's one. The past. The basis in the past. What are we doing now? Let's see what's in October. Give us something to do. What are we going to worry about? What are we going to see? What's going to throw us? What will we end up like? What's our overall influence this month of October? I'm already there. Aha! The Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is petty squabbles. Little competition. Fussing and fighting. It's best to go around this if you can. Try not to instigate anything, Gemini, because you'll get nowhere and it'll just get you unfocused and off your path. And I don't know, Gemini, if you're anything like I am, you really don't want to get off your path. You really don't want to get unfocused, because it's hard enough to get focused to start with without getting unfocused. Let me check the cards and make sure they're in the camera view. Well, they look pretty good. So let's get this going on the road. There we go. Let's see what we're happening here. The Ten of Swords in reverse. I didn't know I had reverse cards here. The Ten of Swords in reverse indicates the end of a cycle. You're trying to let go of a cycle. You're having a hard time ending it. It's not doing you any good to hang on to it. You need to do better. We need to do better to bring it to an end. And I know what cycle it's talking about if it's talking to me. Yeah, we need to end the cycle and end the pain. The swords are going to poke us if we don't. But need to just go ahead and get it done. This is our crossing card. It's the Ace of Swords. By golly, this is a card of victory and triumph. But this is from your own work. You worked hard to end this cycle, and you deserve victory. This is well-deserved victory. You worked for this victory. You need to end this, and it's also a beginning. So you're ending one, and you've got to end it. You're going to have to cut it off. You'll be cutting it off with a sword. This is also an air sign, Gemini, which is also what you are. But you'll take your sword of power, and you will end this situation. It may be a little competitive. There might be some squabbling. There might be some backlash. There may be some hurt feelings. But, yeah, you may have some losses. But you need to end this. It's not going to be any better. It's not progressing. It's not getting better. You need to end it and move on. This is the basis. This is in the distant past. You had the Six of Wands. You had triumph. You had accolades. People praised you. You were doing good. You were going right along, and you were getting things done here. And so you come from a basis of victory. You're heading right now to victory is where you're at. But you're going to have to cut this off. Okay, what's in the recent past for us? The King of Pentacles. This is a male principle. Could be a farmer, could be agriculture, could be banker, could be real estate, could be education, but this is the king. This is a grown-up energy. This is a grown person. This might indicate real estate. It could indicate education. You're educated pretty well. You're financially secure. You're a master at what you do at finances. You may be a banker. This might be a banker's energy. This might be, as I said, an educator's energy. Could be a farmer, real estate, teacher. This is what energy is just recent, just past. We just had that past. This is the present right here. The Nine of Pentacles. Well, I have not seen this, but I'm loving it. This should be coming up just pre-DQ for me. The Nine of Pentacles is financial security. She's alone, but she's very financially secure, and she's not too worried about it. She's made money, and she's enjoying her life with it. And see, she's in the garden. She's got the bird and the butterfly. Yeah. She knows what she wants, and she's got the money, the finances to back it. And that's where we're at right now, believe it or not. What's in our future here? The Death card. The ending of a cycle and the beginning of another one. Again, with the ending of a cycle to go with this and the beginning of another one. And that's in our future, and we've got to end it. The sooner, if we end it on our own, we're going to be far less upset, because this will bring a little bit of change. This is going to bring a different set of circumstances. You're going to be ending one, cut it off. You've already had some victory here. You have more victory. You've got this guy involved, and you're getting financial support. You're going to have financial support. And this is the beginning of a new venture, a new chapter in your life. The end of one, you cut it off. The end of one cycle and the beginning of a new chapter. Okay, what is it that we're fearing here? The Hermit. Looking inside, we need to start. We're afraid for some reason of getting in touch with Spirit. And the Hermit is when you're going alone and looking within yourself and getting in touch with your higher self, or your God, or your spirits, or your mentors. But if you're looking for your star, and in the card of worry and the card of fear, maybe you fear that Either you fear getting in touch with your spirit, or you fear that you won't be able to get in touch with your spirit. But you can go alone. You're afraid you'll be alone, for one thing, probably. Geminis like to have people around them. Not always, but some of them. But yeah, you're going to have to meditate a little bit on this new start. You're going to have to work, and that's what you're worried about, is this new start. You don't know whether it's going to work out or not, but you can keep in touch with spirit. Keep asking, keep trying to move ahead, keep trying to do whatever's in front of you that can be done. If you don't hear, just keep trying to do the best you can, because spirit's there. If you keep asking, keep opening the door, you'll find out where you need to be and where you need to go. Spirit wants you to be happy. Spirit wants you to be financially successful, emotionally successful, and happy. Okay? So you need to keep in touch. Try to avoid all this squabbling. Okay, let's see what the surrounding circumstances are. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Well, you keep getting endings for new beginnings. This is another 10. You're having a lot of endings. This is financial security to the max. This is a full treasure. Your whole treasure chest is full of pentacles and overflowing. This is knowledge. This is finances. This is real estate. This is everything every other pentacle is. But you've gone from the 9. You transformed yourself through some sort of an ending and a new beginning. You should have gone within a little bit, or anyway you fear to, or you tried to, or you're afraid you're not able to. But whatever your fears are, the surrounding atmosphere, what is surrounding you, what people see, what other people think of the situation is the 10 of Pentacles, that you're completely financially secure. Okay? And you have knowledge. And this is the top of your field here. So, it's also an ending of one, and of course a beginning of another. This is your hopes and your dreams and your wishes. Aha, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is not speedy. The Knight of Pentacles is sort of a slow-moving knight, but he's got good news. It's a happy news. It's maybe slow, but it's deliberate, and he will come and make an offer that's good. And yeah, he'll offer maybe finances, maybe education. This is something that's a slow-moving offer, and it may be one that you'll have to wait a little bit on. But actually, in the position of hopes and wishes and dreams, the Knight of Pentacles could just be a seeking of education, or a seeking of real estate, or you want to further your path along. But it's going to take time, and it's going to take some planning. But you set your mind to it. The Knight of Pentacles, he's good at getting what he wants. He'll stay in there. He'll keep going. Your dream will keep going until you can get to it. Because it may be slow moving, but you just keep focused. Keep your eye on the prize. This is something that you wanted for a long time. A long time coming, and it's in your dreams and wishes. Let's see what the final outcome will be. The Moon. And it's a major arcana. The Moon is number 18 in the major arcana deck. The Moon can be something hidden. Something that has more depth to it than what you perceive. Something that is not fully known. It can be secrets. It can be deception. You could be having a little bit of deception, a little bit of cloudiness, fogginess surrounding you. It is also, the Moon is the card of the psychic. And it's a possibility that you're developing your inner psychic ability. And that's always a good thing to get in touch with spirit. But the moon can be very deceptive. It can be a mystery that's not solvable right now because it is in the end place and it is a major arcana card. So the outcome in October of your changes and your endings and your beginnings is a new beginning. It's got to be a mysterious. You don't know where you're going next. It's unclear what the next step will be. You're going to have to wait until things clear up. But in the meantime, you know you have endings, and this one's the roughest ending. You're trying to hold on to it and end it at the same time. You're just going to have to end it. That's the only way you're going to get it done. And you have to end it. It's going to have to be ended. And you'll end it in victory and triumph. But you'll have to work at it and get it ended. In the past, you had victory and you had triumph and you had enough. People said, oh, you did a good job. You were supported emotionally, morally, physically, whatever, by the King of Pentacles here in the recent past. And he, like I say, could have something to do with banking or real estate or education. But now you're stepping out in the present time. This could even be a little bit of the present. But you're going to be stepping out into your own and into your own wealth and your own finances. You're going to make yourself financially secure. The Nine of Pentacles, you may be alone, you may not have a partner, but it's not bothering you. You're going to have your own finances. You'll have your own business. This might be a beginning of a new business here. With the Death card, you have an ending and a new beginning. Again, indications of an ending and a new beginning are all over this reading. You need to go within, even if it's just a little amount of time, and say, God, Spirit, Lord, universe, higher self, whoever you talk to, angels, whatever. You need to go within a little bit. Don't be afraid. They hear you. Whether you hear them or not, they can hear you. Go within a little bit and tell Spirit you need a little help with this, guidance with this. If you go within and you get in touch with Spirit, this new beginning is going to be, oh my goodness, very successful wealth-wise. Everybody's going to see what you're doing and say, man, why didn't I think of that? That's such a good idea. You're making money hand over fist. Where'd all that money come from? You're just a money magnet here. You got the 9 and you got the 10. I love it. I would love to be a money magnet through October. I'm for it. I'm down. I am there. And it's something through probably real estate or your education that you're making this money. The 9 of Pentacles, your hopes and dreams and wishes, that might be a little bit fuzzy. This is somebody you want to depend on. The King is over here. He's a mature man. He's the one that's the grown-up of the situation. But the Knight is a young man and an offer. Could very well be the message of an offer coming in. It may not come in as fast as you want, but there is an offer coming in, or you hope that there is. You dream that there is. But the future is, wow, is undisclosed. The future is behind the moon. The future is clouded. There could be some deception or something you perceive as deception. The moon can get you to believe in things that really aren't true. So you need to really watch it. You can believe somebody's just the greatest thing or just the worst thing. And you may be so far off base that it isn't even funny. But you need to take your time. You need to look and you need to try not to be deceived. It's also the card of the psychic. you can be. It could be that you're developing your psychic ability more and more. Where this is finances and the earth and everything, the moon speaks more to spirituality, and so does the hermit. Especially this. Just be careful. Try not to be. You're being surrounded by fog. You're being surrounded by illusion and deception. Um, just be careful what you're doing. Don't go out and drive around in a foggy night if you can avoid it, or day. But watch what's going on. Be alert. And try not to fog your mind up, because you're going to need it. You're going to need you're not going to be able to forecast for a while. You know, I believe Venus has gone retrograde, or is going to go retrograde, one or the other here pretty quick. And that's going to kind of help muddle the waters some, the way she's going retrograde and with the rest of the planets. You might want to check your horoscope, Gemini, and see where your planets are, if you know what your signs are, and see where your planets are, and see how they're going to affect you, because you could have your head clear up in the clouds and not see anything around you if you're not careful. But forewarned is forearmed, and this is a warning that you could be surrounded by deception. You could be drawn into petty squabbles that you really have no business in. You have no dog in that fight. It may be definitely serious, but you don't have anything to do with it. There's nothing you can do about it, one way or the other. So try not to get into squabbles and petty bickering, or getting offended easily. Try not to get offended easily at all. Okay? That's what we've got for Gemini this time, for the month of October. And it looks like a real interesting month, and I cannot wait until I got my 10 of Pentacles and my 9 of Pentacles in my little hands. I'm loving that. I'm going to try and stay in touch with Spirit so that I know which way I'm going to go. Even if I don't know consciously, maybe Spirit will lead me subconsciously. I hope so. Anyway, have an exciting, lovely, wonderful month, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye for now, Gemini.